Oh shit. Thank you. Mm. Healthy.
Alright, Puma, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm 22 years old. I'm doing this music shit for like 3 years now. I'm with Champion Sound Records. I'm a pop star.
Alright, Champ Sound. What's Champ Sound?
Champion Sound is basically a collective that I've been in since I started this music shit. The meaning of it is basically like just bringing the best out of yourself. Like the people that's around in the camp, we all pride ourselves on our music a lot. So it's really like mastering your craft, mastering who you are as a person, in and out of the music. It's really just a dope, you know what I'm saying? Like a little G collective, you know what I'm saying? Like we just been doing this shit since 2016, and it's became something that's bigger than us.
Alright. So how have you, or do you think you have influenced the art culture in Fayetteville?
You know, it's crazy, I don't even pay attention to it, but I feel like my influence is definitely something, I definitely have an influence. How big, I don't know. I'm real hands-on with all my supporters though. So like, each person that comes aboard or comes across me, whatever the case may be, I definitely try to reach out and make sure that like, we had established some type of connection, whether it's like through the show or through social media, whatever the case may be. But to answer your question, I feel like my influence is definitely something that's like developing and growing within the city. Like people are definitely like grabbing hold of my vibe and learning how to appreciate it more as they continue to see me grow. You know what I'm saying, throughout the process, for sure.
That's good. Since you're pretty stylish today, what do you think is a big factor when you're getting dressed? Like whether it be for an event or just out anywhere. Like is it the shoes, is it the jewelry? Cause you got this, you know, chain around your neck, that's kind of like a bike chain, and you got these rings on your fingers.
Yeah, it's crazy because like my shopping process is like very, very weird. Like I shop for stuff, when I perform, I shop for stuff that day. Like, I really don't like getting nothing too crazy when I perform because I know I'm gonna sweat, I'm gonna be jumping around, I'm gonna probably mess something up. And I really don't like getting my clothes fucked up like that, like my good clothes. But when it comes down to like me styling, it's really like, I look at everybody else and what they doing and try not to do that. Like I don't wanna look like nobody else, I wanna look like me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna always try to put you in like a category or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they feel like you relate to, but I try to really go for individuality most of the time when I get dressed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm real into like simple shit, but it's like I'm also into like a lot of retro shit too. So like it just really depends, you know what I'm saying? Like now I got on some like slight shit, you feel me? Like you wouldn't even know this is from your favorite local store, but it's shit that you would never pay attention to, you feel me? So it be shit like that. I put shit together.
So I saw on your social media for a while now, like you had the free Puma and all your followers kept saying free Puma, free Puma. So what was that about?
Alright, so I think it was 2018. 2018, I was working on 2 projects for all my music. I was working on all my music for 2018. And something had happened with the computer and it crashed. And all my music just like went down. It just disappeared. All in the air. Yeah, shit was crazy. And that was like my whole catalog for what I was gonna release. So since then, and then after that, it was a lot of like other things that transpired that really like hold me back. So it was just like I went silent for like a good little minute. And then like I was really out of tune with the culture, like the scene and everything that was going on, you know what I'm saying? People were just asking me like, what's up? Like, cause I was going on a run, like going into 2018, I was on a run, like dropping videos, like back to back. I was really like on my climax, so people really thought something was coming for sure, and I was cooking it up. but shit just happened where it's just like everything had disappeared. So I just took that initiative and was like, alright, I'm gonna just go completely like ghost, like completely MIA. And then like the whole free Puma shit just came about. Like I was just like, let me see like how many people really paid attention to this shit, like paying attention to like me and like what I got going on. So I just posted that shit. It was just like free Puma, like if you like just to bring them in closer. Like people thought I was really in jail though. Like people thought I was really like locked up, but I wasn't locked up. It was just the fact that I felt caged in because of the fact that I didn't have shit and nothing was going for me. And if you know me, like I'm a real move around person. Like I like to get shit like in and out, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So when I felt boxed in, I felt like I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? With all my music and everything was on there. So yeah, like that's where that free Puma shit came on.
So with your recording process, since you said like all the music was gone,
right,
and you had to start from scratch, like when that happened, how did you transition to the recording process again? Because usually you're in a state of mind where it's like everything comes at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it really came from like me sitting down with the home team and they were just like, yo, like even like my supporters, like they was really like tapping in with me, like we waiting type shit, like what's up, like asking questions and shit like that. And I was doing shows, like I canceled those too. I had to cancel that. I got tired of my old content. I got tired of performing my old content, and I was like, damn, like I'm way different artist than what I am now. Like when I'm like performing and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what really like motivated. I was like, man, let me go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And then the people like my team, like all the creators around me, they're like, bro, like they ready. Like the thing about it is, people be ready for me to drop shit so they can have like, cause they know how I'm coming. Like
right,
they be like, bro, what's up? I'm trying to let's work, cause they know I'm ready to work. Like so they was just like, damn, like what happened, bro? Like I'm waiting on some shit. Like send me some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have shit to send, so I was like, let me go ahead and like log back in. You know what I'm saying? Get shit going. You know what I'm saying? So we back on pace now. We started back recording like 2019, like August. No, matter of fact, like all 2019 I had got back into motion and dropped in a little collab tape with the homies. And then like since then I've just been back and forth from the studio, trying to find time to go in the studio as much as ever now. Just knocking shit out as much as I can.
So like before a show or like even in your recording process, is there like certain, I don't want to say rituals, but like stuff that you do to prepare yourself before you get into that mind frame to either record or perform?
I rehearse, like going over and over and over and over, like this shit. Like anybody that know me know, like I'm a perfectionist. So when I go into the studio or when I'm going to like perform, I already got like this whole overdraft of like how I want this shit to go, you know what I'm saying? Or in my mind, or being ready for like the worst, you know what I'm saying? So I always go over shit, like continuously rehearsing tracks, continuously rehearsing sets. Cause I already know at the stage I'm at now, like people like it's not gonna be as adamant about it as like I am. So I gotta make sure at least I'm serious about it, you know what I'm saying? Before anybody else. Yeah, I don't play about that shit.
Inspirations, like what inspired you to, whether it be writing, creating, because I know you do a lot of stuff outside of just the music,
right,
and producing music. I've seen you host before, I've seen you go to other events, so like
exactly.
What's some other things that you do outside of it, and then like what's your inspiration?
Well, my inspirations really be life and my homies, like just like taking, cause I feel like everybody, like life is a movie in their own way. I wouldn't trade my life for nothing, cause I feel like my life is a movie. So I really just take that as an inspiration in itself, you know what I'm saying? And just depict all the highlights of it and just catch them as possible. Like you can ask the homies, like it could be in the middle of a weird ass setting, like gym, whatever case, like we could be hooping, whatever, and like something could come to mind. And then my phone there, I'll take one of their phones and put like, write down like some lyrics or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Just tell them to hold that, like, or it could just be whatever, like at work, I could be at work thinking, you know what I'm saying, writing or whatever the case may be, and just something come to my head, and it would just be sitting in me, just to like put it down somewhere,
Right.
and then I just do that. And then like outside of the music, I really like, I'm big on like keeping the craft up regardless of like my whole creative vision. So I'm not selfish with none of my shit. Like I'm always trying to indulge and help somebody else with whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll never be selfish. So I'm always creative directing on people's like videos, any like events, like as far as like hosting and shit. Cause I'm not just an artist.
Right.
I'm a brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole entertainer. So it's like I can public speak. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the case may be is with between me and the crowd. It's like I'm always trying to catch that intimate like connection between the individual. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever it is. You know. Yeah. I'm not a selfish guy. I'm not. I promise you.
So usually I ask everybody, you know, if you read any of my blogs, I always ask people like, what's something you would tell somebody chasing the same dreams as you? Like,
right.
Because everybody's different. So what would you tell somebody?
I think for the biggest thing for me is just like, just during this whole process of me making music, I always been myself. Like, if you know me, if you've been on me, I always be myself. I don't change shit for nobody. Like, you're gonna get the same type of person. You're gonna get the same type of person, like, from like day one. Whenever you come across me, that's exactly what you're gonna get when you know what I'm saying, when you see throughout this whole process. I really don't change shit except for the looks. Like, it's pretty much it. Like, so what I'll tell anybody is just be yourself. Like, that's the best thing you can do. Have a vision and be yourself, and just stick to whatever that is in your heart to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's whatever is in your heart to do, that's probably much what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Don't let nobody or don't let nothing steer you away from that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can say that, but a lot of people don't mean that. Like, I mean that shit, because that's how it was for me. Like, this music shit came from the sky. You feel me? Like, but ever since then, since I got the inspiration to do it, everything just been falling in place how it's supposed to be. So my biggest thing about the whole process was just keeping it genuine, never letting shit, just no outside or nothing, you know what I'm saying, steer me off from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm either elevating me, or I'm elevating like what's around me. You know what I'm saying? Just because of who I am as a person.
Right.
Just be yourself at the end of the day.
So with that being said, what can we expect from future Puma? What's to come?
So I've been waiting to announce this. So 2020, I'm releasing an album. It's gonna be called Bleed With Me. I ain't gonna release how many tracks, but we're gonna try to have it out in May 2020.
Okay.
We've been recording since like October. Like, it's been some months now. It's been some months. It's been a long time coming. I've been previewing like little singles and shit that I've been making along the way, but that's the vibes right now, man. Bleed With Me. Album, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming. I've been sitting back. I told niggas I was gonna give niggas time to try, you know what I'm saying? I told niggas, like, look, I'm gonna give you your time. You feel me? Give niggas time. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna help with my homies. I'm gonna stay off scene. You know what I'm saying? As I get back in shape with this shit. Now, we've been recording. It's about to get ugly. You feel me? So, Puma free now. You know what I'm saying? Puma 2020. Sound 2020. It's a whole lot of sound shit going on. You know what I'm saying? My bro's been working with me. We just been all just enjoying this shit. Like, just having fun with this shit in the process. For real, for real.
So anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. Let me shout out the gang. Champ Sound. Shout out my boy Cash, man. Shout out KSR the Movement, man. Shout out everybody that been down with the Bulls since day one. Like, for real, like, now that I got this platform, I can say this shit. I can really like express like my appreciation to all my supporters. Like, y'all really been like a backbone for a nigga throughout this whole process. Like, if you are up on me on Instagram, I'm real intimate or real like hands-on with like letting people know what's going on in my head and what's really in my life. So y'all really seen it for like up front of like where I've been through and how I've been throughout these past like year with this music shit, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to Art&Sole. You know what I'm saying? They've been showing love for like since day one, since I got in here. You know what I'm saying? shout out all the creators, man. Like, really just shout out all the creators, everybody that's just, you know what I'm saying, on their shit, like, just doing this, you know what I'm saying, music shit, you know what I'm saying, on their fly shit, you feel me? What else? Oh, shout out to that kid, that shy ass kid that's afraid that he ain't never gonna be accepted. I wanna definitely shout you out, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think you're not cool, because you definitely probably the coolest one in your classroom. You might not know yet, because they don't know yet, but it's in you. So just embrace that shit, bro. For real, for real.